dobrota i milost prate me, sve dane života moga, u domu tvom prebivat ću zauvijek. Da mi je i dolinom suza proći, zla se ne bojim, jer ti si sa mnom, ja sam s tobom, tvoj štap i palica tvoja utjeha su mi, jer ti si moje ostvarenje snova.
Poštovani gledatelji, pozdravljamo vas na početku naše vjerske emisije Pozvani od Gospodina. U ovoj emisiji imat ćete priliku čuti zanimljive goste, vidjeti reportažne priloge sa raznih kršćanskih događanja, osvrte na kršćanske konferencije i seminare. Željeli bismo da vam naša emisija bude poticajna i produbi vaš osoban odnos sa Gospodinom. Ono što je važno napomenuti je da nam Božja riječ govori da Gospodin upućuje poziv svakome od nas i ujedno se nada da ćemo se i odazvati na taj poziv. Izuzetno mi je zadovoljstvo da vam danas mogu predstaviti posebne goste. Danas imamo u našoj emisiji goste, a to su gospodin David Lunsford i gospodin Bob Davis. Dolaze nam iz Kristove crkve pod nazivom Holland Park u Greenvillu u gradu Južnoj Karolini u Sjedinjenim Američkim Državama. Ovih dana oni borave u Hrvatskoj, u Vukovaru, i to prigodom pozvali smo ih u goste u našu emisiju. Prvo, hvala što ste pristali biti gosti naše emisije. Pitanja koje bih vam postavila, krenut ću prvo od vas, brate Davide. Možete li nam nešto reći o vašoj crkvi, kada je ona nastala, koliko vjernika ima i da nam ujedno nešto kažete i o tome kakve službe postoje u vašoj crkvi?
Thank you for having us today, Renata. Bob and I attend, as you've mentioned, the Holland Park Church of Christ. And that church was founded about 50 years ago when two small churches came together to form the Northeast Church of Christ. About 15 years ago, we moved to the Holland Road and we took the name Holland Park Church. It's a more central location within the Greenville area for people to get to. Every Sunday morning we have Bible study, followed by a worship service that lasts about an hour, hour and 15 minutes. During the week, various members get together in small groups to encourage each other in their walk with the Lord. We have about 200 that meet on Sunday morning. Many are believers. We do have some that will be there every Sunday seeking the Lord, trying to find Him. I like the name of your program, Called by the Lord. Jesus tells us in John chapter 12, verse 32, when I am lifted up, I will draw all men unto myself. And the Lord is calling men today to Himself through the death of Jesus on the cross. And the gospel is a beautiful message for those who want to hear it and are willing to receive it. Jesus also tells us in Matthew 22 that many are invited, but few are chosen. God is calling everyone to follow Jesus, yet not everyone is open to that invitation that He has offered.
S obzirom da ste dugo bili na čelu vašeg misijskog odbora u vašoj crkvi, da li biste nam nešto mogli reći u kojim zemljama vaša crkva ima misijske crkve i kakav opet suradnje imate sa tim zajednicama?
I too want to thank you, Renata, for having us on this program. Since the early 1990s, Holland Park was then Northeast, has been involved in foreign missions in a big way. We have a number of mission points. Luhansk in the Ukraine, which is in the Donbass region, is one of them. And I might add here, part of our policy for mission work is to go visit these mission points each year, and obviously we have not been able to visit Luhansk in a number of years. Other locations consist of several points in Honduras. We have 5 missionaries that we sponsor there. We also have 2 churches that we work with in a financial way. So we not only get to know the missionaries when we visit them, but we get to know their churches as well. And then 2, we have a number of members who are interested in certain other points in the world of mission work. We have one man that takes a group to Haiti nearly every year, sometimes more than once a year. And another a lady that has a work in Peru. So we have a very mission-minded church. We work with them in a financial way in sponsoring the missionaries. And in the two churches, the other 2 churches in Honduras that we just work with the churches, we just send them money. But it's in our visits, it's more than just sending money. Many years ago, I knew a man, missionary in Japan, and he said every month they would get a check from their sponsoring church with love scribbled across the bottom, and that was it. They would never see anybody. Well, our policy says we go visit folks, and we can help them by encouraging them, offer help in advising them, and just we establish a relationship, and it works out well in a number of ways. And we have a mission point, obviously, here in Vukovar, in Croatia. And some of you may recognize me from the coffee shop. Been there, and I love that part of your culture.
Brate Davide, recite nam sada kako vaša lokalna crkva dopridonosi društvenoj zajednici u kojoj vi živite.
Our church has many different ministries, mostly focused on trying to help the poor and teaching the gospel. Those are our focus. Our building is located across from a middle school. We have several ministries that are ongoing at that middle school even today. In the U.S., kids who are from homes that have less money, they're poor homes, for example, they're able to get free lunches, maybe even free breakfast. But what do these kids do on the weekend? So we have a program we started that lets us provide food to these kids on the weekend. So on Friday afternoon, they take home a sack that has food in it for them. We also want to teach these kids the gospel. And we have a program called Release Time, and the kids are released from school to come over to our church building 1 hour a week. And in that 1 hour, they're able to sit and have the Bible taught to them. And we offer this to all the kids in the school. And currently we have about 100 kids who are in attendance. Over the years, we've provided meals to local shelters who house the homeless. Typically we do this on a Sunday afternoon. Some of our members will get together and provide a meal. Other churches in the Greenville area will cover other days during the week. We also support a local children's home, and this is a home where children can go who have been taken from their families because of abuse or their parents just can't take care of them. And so we've been a big supporter of what is called Southeastern Children's Home through the years. But a lot of our focus has been on trying to help the poor, to help those who are widows, and to help the orphans. And we feel like by doing so, we're doing what Jesus wants us to do.
Hvala vam, brate Davide, i drago nam je što je vaša crkva tako aktivna u društvenoj zajednici i na blagoslov vjerujemo svima koji tamo žive. Brate Bob, evo vam bih postavila zadnje pitanje. Prema vašim zapažanjima, sa kakvim se izazovima susreću crkve koje vi imate u misiji i koje ste vi posjećivali? Koja su vaša zapažanja?
Obviously, in all of our mission points, there's a great deal of poverty, which is really a challenge. Even though in most of the poverty countries, especially Honduras, we found that the people are very generous. Honduras is the second poorest country next to Haiti in the Western Hemisphere. But the biggest challenge that we have there, as well as Croatia and in Luhansk, is overcoming people's indifference to Jesus Christ. And that obviously is done by the missionaries primarily, As much as we try and encourage them when we are there visiting, we still are not living there. The missionaries are. And so they, the ones that we have are basically evangelists. They're in touch with the people constantly, those that they minister to as church members and those that they minister to who are not church members, in trying to bring them to Christ and overcome that indifference.
Mm-hmm. Evo, zahvaljujem vam što ste nam pojasnili nešto i rekli o vašim crkvama koje su vaše misijske crkve. A evo, sada bih vam možda postavila pitanje vezano za vašu lokalnu zajednicu koje ste vi član. Možete li nam reći sa kakvim se opet izazovima vaša lokalna crkva susreće?
In terms of what we look for going forward, I think there's some real challenges that churches in America face. I think much like Europe, America is becoming much more sectarian. Maybe that's the word. Less of a desire for Christianity, and so it makes it difficult to find people who are interested in the gospel. And I think one of the things that's causing that in the U.S. is that it's a very affluent, wealthy country. And people are chasing money, and people are looking to money as their security. And people need to be chasing the Lord and looking to Him for their security.
Upravo se slažem sa vama, brate Davide, da je tako, da živimo u jednom materijalnom svijetu u kojem ljudi nekako su više okrenuti tim vrijednostima, a manje duhovnim vrijednostima. I evo, mi se upravo i nadamo da i ova naša emisija koju smo nazvali na ovaj način, Pozvani od Gospodina, će upravo i doprinijeti tome da ljudi počnu više se obraćati svom odnosu prema Gospodinu i nekako staviti druge vrijednosti kao prioritete u svoj život, a to su upravo duhovne vrijednosti, a ne materijalne. Ali naravno, Gospodin je taj koji nam daje snagu za sve. I evo, ja vam zaista zahvaljujem što ste bili naši gosti. I ono što mogu na kraju reći da želimo duhovni Božji blagoslov za vas osobno, ali isto tako i za vašu crkvu i naravno i Božje vodstvo u svemu što vi radite u vašoj crkvi. Hvala vam još jednom. Svako dobro. Dragi gledatelji, na kraju naše današnje emisije Pozvani od Gospodina imat ćete priliku vidjeti skraćeni reportažni prilog o jednom svečanom događanju koje se održalo u Kristovoj crkvi u Vukovaru 12. listopada ove godine. Ovo događanje imalo je naziv Vlado Pšenko, večer kršćanske poezije i glazbe, a bilo je posvećeno Vladimiru Pšenku, pastoru, propovjedniku Kristove crkve u Vukovaru, koji nas je iznenada napustio prije 2 godine, 3. listopada 2022. godine. Ne znam tvoju definiciju prijatelja. Rječnik definira prijatelja kao osobu s kojom postoji veza uzajamne ljubavi. Vjerujem da smo Vlado i ja imali takav odnos. A ta uzajamna naklonost bila jača od bilo koje točke neslaganja koje smo možda imali. Dakle, nedostajat će mi moj prijatelj Vlado. Bob Davis. Kristova crkva iz Južne Karoline. A evo, dragi prijatelji, draga braća i sestre, dragi gosti, našli smo se danas popodne ovdje da bismo se prisjetili Vlade koji nas je napustio 3. listopada, točno prije 2 godine, iznenada u noći 2022. godine. Vladi je uvijek posebno na srcu bila kršćanska poezija i glazba i to je obilježilo njegov rad za Kristovu crkvu i za Gospodina. Iz tog razloga htjeli smo organizirati ovakav susret da bismo vidjeli koliko je on dao svoj doprinos za samu crkvu, za samu zajednicu, a i koliko je blagoslovio puno ljudi sa tom svojom aktivnosti. Poštovani gledatelji, ovo je bio kraj naše emisije i sve što smo pripremili za danas u programu pod nazivom Pozvani od Gospodina. Vjerujemo da vam je današnja emisija bila na blagoslov. Radujemo se susretu ponovno u našem idućem terminu. Današnju emisiju možete pogledati za tjedan dana u 19 sati u repriznom izdanju. Nadamo se našem ponovnom susretu i do tada želimo vam svako dobro i Božji blagoslov.